Apologies.
You know what? You're gonna get fired. Comments like this.
You're gonna get fired.
Fired? You don't pay me. The viewers
I didn't vote for you!
Should we
the
put it into a vote?
viewers. The viewers are
Should we put
beautiful
it into
and
a vote?
sexy.
No, let's not do this, please. I don't want to get fired again because of red.
I'm jumping to top.
Oh, bit of jump.
Alright, so...
Oh,
Yeah.
so you guys later then.
Alright, good luck, guys. Good luck.
Yeah,
It looks like we're gonna be doing this double
disgusting.
elimination style, so...
And there we go. So,
Alright.
BF for Kids is actually here with us as a special guest caster from the second
Fantastic.
casting team.
Yeah!
Welcome, Beer.
And there he is. Now, the real reason that BF for Kids is here, more so than anything, is that I am starving. I need to go get a sandwich. But I'm sure.
Oh, you're starving.
Wow.
Motherfucker, let me tell you about being hungry, alright?
So I'll just leave you here with BF for Kids for a second while I go take care of that.
You're a jerk. But either way,
Yeah.
welcome, Beer for Kids.
Oh, thank you for welcoming me. You're all very sexy viewers, and thank you for watching this awesome tournament.
Of course, the first place winners of this tournament will be winning 40 whole Australian dollars, which are the equivalent to kangaroo pelts. So if you have, for the winners of this, we'll be getting some serious money because I don't have a kangaroo pelt. The winner, or the second place though, will only be getting some filthy casual Steam games. I don't even know what they are.
Wait, Spring Commander 2 is not filthy casual.
I didn't know what they were. Apparently, there's something actually pretty good in there. So, okay. I would say Planetary Annihilation is a little better, but you know, that's just, it's no big deal. It's no big deal.
TA is the shit, and it is way better.
It's no big deal.
Nothing beats TA. Oh, I see how it is. I see how it is.
If I'm here streaming this game for 18 hours, I damn well like this game, so... let's get into it. Let's try and get this out, kick Red out, and then dual cast this.
Ooh, sexy.
Oh, baby, baby. Oh, baby, baby. And here we go. Let's just make sure... Yep, okay, cool. So I just wanted to make sure that we didn't have anything. I really like this moon planet. I mean, it looks stupid as all get out, but it is so cool.
And I'm back
Man.
on time for the finals because professional.
Double-sided
back.
robot boob.
Wow, wow, Beer. After we invite you onto our show, you know,
Sorry.
the cast. Oh wait, no, it was Ghost. Holy shit.
Yes.
Hey Beer, how would you like to come on full time? Turns out I need a new caster.
Wow. All right. I see how it is.
I'm
I wake up at
slightly
4
busy
a.m. I don't even
producing a
wake
TV
up.
show.
I just stay
Slightly
up
busy.
for 18 hours for you, man, and this is how you treat me. I
That's
see how it.
nothing. That's nothing. Try working 48-hour shifts. Get
Well,
wrecked.
Is that even a thing?
I don't.
Yeah,
Is
it is
that?
a
I was
thing,
gonna say, is
actually.
that even legal? Because I don't think
No,
That
it's
doesn't
not
sound
legal.
legal.
Don't work in the animation industry. That's a lesson for you
Ah,
guys.
that's why. Okay. All right. So ping's coming out here for both players. I don't even know what they're trying to do. I guess they're just trying to kind of get the communication down. Obviously, we know the spawns of these players. We're gonna see them in just a few minutes here, guys. But since this is the finals, and because I just want to do some unnecessary hype, let's get some hashtag purples for Elite Zankar, Ho Ho Po, Lord's Cruiser, murdering the names. If you want these guys to win the 40 Aussie dollars, or do you want the yellow players, Burn, Smith's Force, Nick, and Alpha 2546 to take the 40 Aussie dollars, or maybe get that sweet Planetary Annihilation, actually not Planetary Annihilation, but Total Annihilation Steam games.
And remember this: if Elite wins, he wins his own money back.
That is true. Elite does have quite the reason to win this because he does want to get his 40 Aussie dollars back. So
Yep, organised the tournament and had to pay nothing. GG.
If Smith Force,
So-
Nick B, and Alpha win, I'll give them all a copy of TA and the DLC for PA.
sounds like a good
Did they
day.
want any of that? Does anyone want any of that? No, that's a fantastic prize. We would all love to have that. Every
Of
single one of us.
course, I would love to have.
There's
more.
incentive for them. I'll give incentive.
So let's talk a little bit about the game, which is something that we don't tend to do in the first vital few moments. I mean, we have very typical start, I would say, for the meta on this map. We have 2 yellow players, sort of edging towards the coastline, ready to go naval if they want, but also able to take land if necessary, while one player focuses exclusively on land and air. On the purple side, we have basically the same thing shaping up in reverse, except they seem to be... Nope, same thing shaping up in reverse. Basically no difference.
Energy storage, though, going up for the purple commander that's closest to the water. He's actually going to be a little bit behind on the naval factory compared to his yellow counterpart.
Yeah, this is the second time we've seen this actually in this entire tournament. And you know, BF for Kids, this energy storage, very, very early. What are your thoughts?
My thoughts are that it's actually going to be very, very, very helpful. In big team games, I cannot stress how much building storage early on is really helpful, especially power. If you build power, then when you get to your mid-game, or when you're, say, building your T2, more specifically the T2, you're going to hammer your energy, and the T2 goes up right there, so those two storage early on, that's basically a buffer, because you find in a lot of these games that we've casted so far, they're going to be running out of energy a lot of the time, more so than metal, which is very surprising. You wouldn't think you'd be running out of energy, but you do, and that storage is really good padding, so it's a really good move.
Yeah, no, we actually see Purple has built 2 of these and immediately went for T2, which sort of very much backs up what you were just saying. Also, tree economy coming out. Yeah, which is definitely what you don't want. We've seen quite a bit of stalling throughout the tournament, and it's never pleasant. I mean, coordinating 3 players in a big group is always going to be difficult, but at the same time, you know, you want that nice, smooth 100% efficiency the entire time, if you can get it.
Of course. Now, a few units coming across the land bridge here. Interestingly enough, I think both teams here actually have a little bit more of experience on this map now, because neither side even trying to go for the land bridge track, even though we do see some tanks here being built for whoever's this little commander off in the distance. He's just kind of building a couple tanks. I think it's more of a just-in-case kind of build. It's not really like he's going to dedicate an entire army to it. He's got a couple tanks just for safety, but I think the real units that are going to be built here, we're going to see probably mostly air and probably docks as well as this naval. Interestingly enough, though, neither side's trying to rush the tier 2. We do see the tier 2 bots being built by Purple. No reaction,
actually,
though.
Purple do have the tier 2 bots.
No, yeah,
but
they don't have a tier 2 naval. Right.
I see. T2, no one's rushing tier 2 naval, yeah, definitely.
As soon as you say that, T2 naval comes out from orange.
And there it is. So I'll just shut up now. You guys have fun.
I haven't said a single thing.
You know, now that goes out of the picture, BF for Kids. So, what do you think about? What do you both think about this advanced bot factory first coming from Purple? Because, you know, like Ghost says, it is an unusual decision to go bots, or to go indeed any T2 except naval on this map.
It's not. Okay, on this, I wasn't expecting the on this map, so you basically completely fucked my argument. Sorry, screwed my argument. Excuse my
professional.
PG. Yeah, professional. So, right now on this map, the battle's in the naval, but you can't underestimate land, and there's docks coming in raiding. Now, I know this might sound a bit strange, but there are so many things you can do with sniper bots. Sniper bots have a really good range. They can go toe-to-toe with a majority of the ships, and they give a huge advantage in land. So sniper bots just make perfect sense. They're almost better than shellers at the moment in the current meta. On the smaller maps, I think you saw the sniper bots were really helpful, and on this, it's a big naval battle, but naval's only important to a certain point. You still need to fight on ground, still need to fight on air, and going sniper bots is very powerful on land.
Yeah, so what we're hearing here is that, you know, the advanced bot factory, very, very valid, definitely not a bad decision, and naval, you know, maybe not something that always needs to be rushed, but either which way would you agree that you do need T2 very, very quickly in one form or another on this map?
On this map, I'd say yeah, because there's a lot of space, and T2 is very helpful for covering ground. Now, there's a choke point in the middle there, and that's perfect for sniper bots. We also have yellow harassing with air.
Yep, although they don't seem to really be picking up too much for it. They're just tending to lose a lot of bombers to this normal, which is unfortunate. Regardless though, you know, both teams expanding out, Smith Force, Nick B, Alpha, taking this eco lead, although they are straining their eco, they are pushing it quite a bit.
They're pushing their eco, but they've got quite an advantage in units, and they're building up a lot of air. So having air control on a map like this, which is fairly naval heavy, it's not actually as bad as it sounds. You just need to get the right mix of bombers and fighters, and you need to not clump up your bombers and fighters, because fighters are actually, their attack damage is AoE. So if you clump up your fighters and then get hit by, say, one fighter of damage, it can take out multiple.
I was going to say, going on the topic of fighters, now that I've actually found something to talk about, looking at Yellow's, I guess, main air or main army, it's almost completely devised of air. So while that's a fantastic decision to go mass air, that could be also really risky, just because, as I've said this a couple times, once you break your opponent's air army, it's effectively their entire force just kind of crumbles apart, just because there isn't enough to really stop it.
I'm probably overstepping my grounds here, but I don't think they've entirely invested in air. They've been hitting pretty hard with the land units, like the docks, and the docks can travel over water. They've also got a fair bit in naval. I don't think they're entirely reliant on their air, and what their air is giving them right now is a lot of fresh power.
I would say it's their second.
They have a lot of air.
It's their second biggest stick compared to the naval, though.
Oh yeah.
I think the docks are basically being used as more of the scalpel in their army, maybe having one or two of the players just completely focused on just doing the raiding, another is completely focused on just the air, and then another is just completely focused on just the sea, because as we can see, as that rhymes, no other players really, they're not really going for tier 2, interestingly enough, even though they know that their opponents have started tier 2 and have tier 2 bots out.
One thing I'd like to point out is the fact that Yellow's holding in the naval section, so they're actually holding their own, and if that T2 naval factory gets up, they have a incredible amount of damage to come from the main T2 battlecruiser. I've forgotten the name of it, but if they actually, Leviathan, if that gets up, then they will have so much damage they can put on the coast. But luckily the base isn't on the coast, but it's a lot of power, and then having that T2 like that is, they're investing a bit into it, but I think it might pay off.
Say I personally favour the naval on this map, because I feel that once the Leviathan comes out and both sections of the water, if two commanders both get up T2, get some Leviathans in the water, there really is no safe zone left anywhere on the land to sort of position anything, or at least it's so laughably tiny that you might as well not have it at all.
Another push out though coming from Purple, just trying to get some of that damage done. These air units though, I mean, again, I'm just going to kind of fret on them, because Purple doesn't seem to really be trying to, almost I want to say, respect the air army that he has, but they're not really trying to do anything to resist it or stop it. They're just kind of letting it happen like it's a thing, but it doesn't matter because we have our hands over our eyes. It doesn't exist, right? So it's going away. But, doing that, I mean, they're just letting it grow bigger and bigger and bigger, and eventually it's going to become such a big issue that they won't even be able to stop it once they even acknowledge it's an issue.
The weird thing about it is they do say it. Yep, Purple has its T2 up, so that's actually been up for a while.
One of the things I want to point out to you guys is you said about the AA, like they're not dealing with it. Well, what they've been waiting for is this T2 Fabber to come out and give that T2 Fabber a minute, and that's going to be 20
he's going to town,
everywhere. Yeah.
There it is.
And that's basically the counter. Elite's a very smart player and forward-thinking, and a bit of a troll at times, but it's pretty unlikely, it's extremely unlikely. It'd have to be falling asleep and not drunk to lose this matchup, or make a mistake like not dealing with air.
So then if he wins, then, I mean, am I expecting a picture of alcoholism to be the reason he loses? Or if that he won?
Yeah. Yep.
Crap, that came out horribly wrong.
Said, like, I can definitely see where he's coming from, where it's kind of like, oh, they're ignoring the air, which they're not doing, they have a plan to deal with it, but there was a very brief time when they could have used that air to, not tremendous effect, but they could have used that air to pick up, maybe some Fabbas, to pick off some straight mechs, or what have you, but they didn't do that, so really the air hasn't really profited them in any way, and now it's useless.
Slammer's in the water, though.
Slammer's in the water?
Slammer's in the water. There's a slam jam going on in that water, and it ain't Krakens.
Actually, that narwhal was not firing torpedoes.
Slammers are scary in the water, man. They're evil.
Look at them go.
Yeah, their torpedo damage is insanely fast. I mean, they're basically mobile torpedo turrets, and of course, as we say that, here come the bombers to say, funny story, bruh. And a lot of them are gonna start crumbling.
That's basically a commander snipe right there, I'm pretty sure.
Yep,
and
there we go.
it is. So, even though, I mean, we kind of see there that even though Elite himself may plan forward, may come up with the flak, which is, you know, fairly standard counter, at the end of the day, the bombers, which I have to take my words back, except that.
Expect that.
Expect that.
Oh, I'm sorry, my bad, I can't read.
I have to take my words back now, though, because I said that the bombers haven't really profited from anything, and picking up a commander pretty damn big. As the game drags on, not so important, but still.
Sorry, Mom. I've been up for almost 25 hours. My eyes are...
You little shit eyes, you're not getting any chocolate cake.
Oh, well, it's okay. I can't afford the chocolate cake, so good.
Wow.
Mama.
So here comes
Casting
the first
monies.
Leviathan.
Yeah, okay. I'll talk to Elite about getting maybe some of that 40 Aussie monies. What's that transfer to US? Like, not much?
It was 30.
It drops by...
$30 Australian currently is 40 US.
Oh, so it's more. Oh. Oh.
Yeah, that's why I don't buy games on Steam anymore. Exactly.
So expensive.
You know, BF for Kids, you mentioned before that Elite would have to be drunk to lose this matchup, but as you kind of zoom out to
I said not
planet
drunk.
C... Oh, not drunk, sorry. Well...
Holy crap, these Leviathan shots, they're going around the world.
Yeah, exactly. We've kind of reached the point now that, you know, Smith Force, Nick, Alpha, they've pushed in very heavily with the naval. They've decided to focus on the naval rather than the land. And, you know, Elite, Ho-Ho-Ho, Lodiska, they've been left with this kind of lone T2 bot factory building slammers and not sniper bots. Would you say that this game, at this point, would it be reckless to say this is probably over?
Well, I kind of made, in one of my earlier casts, I said, if you get to a certain point where you kind of think it's over and you should probably GG. And in PA, I've learnt that never GG until your commander is being rammed in the butt by boombots.
Oh yeah, definitely true. But you know, here when we cast, we like to make these reckless predictions.
We usually just become reckless anyways, because it's funny.
Okay,
yeah.
My prediction is that the only reason they're winning is because they really want those copies of Total Annihilation, the bastards.
Oh, it's so true. I mean, we'll have to ask them about it afterwards, because we've got to interview the winners.
But gentlemen, a quick question. Do you think the reason that they might be falling behind is because they relied so heavily on this Tier 2 to become their saving grace that with these snipes on the Tier 2, they calling out the GGs. Now, Beer for Kids. Now, I don't want to say, haha, I fucking told you so, but... haha, I fucking told you so.
I think you're salty.
I mean, I don't want to go back and say like Naval rocks the world on this map, but I did say that.
Naval did a fantastic job. No, I mean no bad blood, please. I mean no bad blood.
That's all good. All jokes.
Well, the BM's going out. Elite now challenging, you know, his opponents to a 1v1 IRL, which is entirely possible since Burning is entirely Australian. There are no Kiwis in the clan or anyone else, for that matter. You
make it sound like we've got magic kangaroos that will take us.
They're a bunch of kangaroos with mouse pads.
Yeah. No, that would be racist. The wallabies.
Of course. ... if I only knew.
So we have the T2 radar coming out from the orange/yellow guys. Depends if you're colorblind or not.
Mm-hmm. Well, it looks like that commander's building things. Looks like the blue commander now going out against the green. Going to take a lot of damage here with this. And the giant floating space saucer thing in the distance just kind of doing its own thing. I don't think we're ever going to see a point where, like, orbital becomes a thing. On this map, at least.
It's so annoying. I played a game of this earlier and orbital almost immediately became a thing.
What?
And it was actually used to great effect. But
were you playing with Commander Snipe ones up?
Oh. Now here's my question: does counting GG also count if you've got bombers kind of going after your bunghole? Okay.
It's a good job you had that flak.
Flak bliss, why you do this? This commander trying to skitter away, but these Leviathans, their shotgun range is just murder, man.
Legitimately, I mean, I've been as embarrassed as BF for Kids because I said, you know, oh, this air isn't really profiting them anything, and then they went on to get 2 commander snipes, not 1 but 2. And
things can change rapidly.
I'm just gonna kick back with my sunglasses and just say deal with it.
However, I also said the naval would be huge.
No. I'm just gonna sit back here with my Gandalf sacks.
What, like his testicles?
I mean, if you're into that.
Why not?
And there he goes. Elite having to pay out the 40 Australian monies to Smith Force, Nick, and Alpha 2546. Congratulations to those guys. In the trade for the $40, of course, Elite will be getting those sweet Total Annihilation games, and everyone else. Everyone really does win in this because everyone gets something. At least, no, we don't count the third place winners; they don't count. But everyone else coming out really well.
And Elite now calling for the next game, followed immediately by Nick B with Piss Off Elite. So that is officially, with Nick B getting the final word, that is the Lord's Annual.
That is the Lord's Annual, so congratulations everybody, we made it.
And there it is, we actually have our champions, so let's get them down here and ask them about that game. You know, maybe get them to explain why the air was so effective, why the naval did such a good job, and why they just decided, you know what, land is ridiculous, let's not do that. Even though they had sniper bots, it's not the point.
Oh, I could go for some more chicken.
I could go for some sleep, but, you know.
I have cod.
Oh.
I have to drive home.
Eesh. Sounds horrible.
And then I'm going to be awake for another 6 hours playing games with my best buddy who's patiently waited for me to cast for 4 hours.
Hello.
True friend. Hey, congratulations.
Congrats, guys.
We knew you would do it.
Yeah, you knew.
Leave it now. I'm just going to start grumbling over here, whatever.
All along. So guys, you know, finals complete, you've won it all. Elite not only got burned by losing the game, but now he's actually going to have to pay you out of his own wallet, so that's going to hurt.
He's insisting that we do another game now, and Pro Alert is supporting him, so...
My butt's salty.
Oh, Ghost, where do we stand on this as casters? Where do we stand officially on the kind of like one more game?
We're not allowed to because they're the ones that brought us in, so...
Yeah, but the thing is, I'm the guy that never listens to anybody, so I'll say, bring more matches.
To be fair, that never stopped us before from making decisions and getting fired.
Yeah, usually when we stand up for things, we get fired, so I'm just gonna kind of let this thing play its course.
Well, you get fired.
Yeah, I get fired. You just get to dance around it and fire other people.
Yep, that's right. So, I don't know. I mean, what actually is, you know, ignoring what Elite wants to do about that actual game. You guys went for Tier 2 Naval rather than sort of Tier 2 Land, which the other team, notably, they went for Tier 2 bots immediately and kind of relied on slammers to be their naval force and maybe shore up the defences. Do you think the naval is more important than the land to rush for T2?
Yes, definitely.
In this map, yes.
Yeah,
Can I ask a
my
question?
past experience? Yes.
Were you guys on crack, or did Elite not just drink enough?
So, BF for Kids actually made the comment that Elite would have to not be drunk to lose that game.
I don't think he's drunk enough. Or maybe
and then I walked away with the sunglasses.
And maybe it was the fact that Nick B is really looking forward to spooning his partner.
The booty too strong, man.
Nick, can we get an official comment?
No. So good.
Wait, what was the question?
What did you guys think was the reason that you guys won? Like, what was your biggest thing that when you saw this happen, you're like, all right, guys, this is it. We're in the commanding position. We can end this. Let's do this the right way.
The moment that we had air superiority.
Yeah, and I won the naval.
It was like I know this map is really strong with air. Like, you can actually push the enemy back to its spawns with air. And just harass their combat fabs and maxes. They won't get any eco.
Right.
And you can with like air fabs that expand so rapidly then.
So that was my first time handling air though. I've never gone full air like that before. So I was
it worked out really well.
That it worked out as well as it did.
One thing I don't think that was really noticed or put much emphasis on, that is the air response from the guys in purple was late. Very true, it was late, and by that stage it was probably kind of too late. But what really, I think, I don't know if you guys agree, but maybe what really cemented your lead was the fact that you shut down the production of that air. You took out the fabber, you noticed it, you took it out, and you dealt with it pretty effectively.
Wait, we did?
Well, there is another match up, even though I think it's safe to say that everyone's just going to agree that the burn one.
It's over. It's done.
Oh, it's over? Is he just being salty?
Can't play anymore anyway.
It's all over.
I'm too tired.
Oh, you're too tired. Let me tell you, man.
What's the time over there, Ghost?
Sorry?
It's 12 o'clock here.
It is currently 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's about 8:50 in the morning here. Technically speaking, I woke up about 50 minutes ago yesterday to go to class.
I've been up for
So,
48 hours. Shut up.
Elite's big thing here seems to be he knows that one of you guys needs to leave, but he is saying that it's fine if you sub, and basically it's just for fun. Is this wise? Do you guys want this to happen? Do you want BF for Kids to like hop in there?
Nick, I'll spoon them just as you spooned them.
You know, or do you want to make a stand? Do you want to stand up to Elite and say, "Look, Elite, at the end of it, it's over, buddy," and then just like steal his wallet, take the money, and leave?
Yeah, we'll take his money.
They're gonna play it safe. Very smart. Very smart.
Well, there you go. Elite organizes a tournament. He brings in some casters. We all, we commentate on it. We watch it. You guys play the games, and then it all ends with him getting mugged, basically. So good job. Good job, guys.
So in the end, everyone except for Elite wins.
Yay!
Yay!
I'm perfectly fine.
I'm gonna have to head off now, guys.
Alright, see you, man. Have a good one.
I'll talk to you guys all tomorrow. I just got told I was staying up too late.
See you later, Nick. Good job, man.
So, what did you thought of the game from a casting's perspective?
It was really good. You guys
had a lot of.
Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead. I was going to say we had like a lot of mixed opinions on it. It was a good idea to bring BF for Kids in, definitely, because he had a lot of emphasis on sort of like the land T2 will be significant. I had a lot of emphasis on the naval T2 will be significant, and Ghost was a big proponent of sort of the Air Force. So between us, we had pretty much every angle covered.
And I was right, so
I just made theories. I never said any of them were going to work. PA is very wild of a game.
That's not how you cast. You don't just
you can't just throw it to the wind. You gotta be like, all right, this is what's gonna happen. This is how it's gonna play out. And if you're wrong, then then you just throw them under the bus and you're good. So
yeah, that's usually how I work. That's why I like having Ghost on board, because Ghost is like usually you'll make like there'll be some subtle detail that maybe escapes his notice, and I can pounce on that. Yep, exactly.
I just happened to guess right with the naval or the air, so I'm okay. I'm okay with being right at.
I was right about the naval. If they kept the naval up, that was a very big key. That warship, the Leviathan, that wrecked.
The Leviathan did some serious damage, and that was really good to see. So,
unfortunately, the big downfall for them was they never really got control of that air. They kind of let it get out of control, and then when they put up their counter, it was too late, and then it actually got shut down by a bomber snipe, which is unfortunate.
This is something that's been noticed in all the games that we've casted so far, is everything happens very, very late generally. The only game where things happened what I would consider on time was the game that we casted with Elodia, Narcolepsy, and Kalichi, where they basically rushed T2 within sort of like a minute and a half, 2 minutes. It was up, it was done.
They were at like 3 minutes and 50 seconds when the first tier 2 bot hit the game. Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta ask the question though. Sorry to interrupt, but why that T2 Fabber was there and he was building those factories, I'm surprised there was no AA chucked down at any point. There was a T2 Fabber spare at least once or twice I saw. Why was there no AA put down? But those are the mistakes you make. When you're in the heat of playing the game, you can forget things and make mistakes.
Yeah, that's why the interviews are important. You bring the players in, you ask them some questions, and a lot of the time they'll turn around and say like, oh, I didn't notice, or we just didn't think of it, or it was a mistake, Because some things don't make sense even when you have all the information. So it's been good though. It's been a good tournament. We had a lot of fun casting it. Ghost is now half dead. I think he's been streaming for how many hours have you been streaming, Ghost?
Oh Christ. Let's see. Well, I can just count. I can honestly count forward because it's easier for me at this point. 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. So 7 minus 24. Whatever number that is.
Oh no, Elite's so angry at me, he's gonna probably ban me from this.
Well, anyway, this is the key moment. This is the time when, if we all agree, we all work together very, very quickly. We can say goodbye to the stream. We can shut it down. We can thank everyone for watching and enjoying, you know, the Lord's annual 3v3 burning tournament.
17
and
hours.
Then it's over.
I just came up with the number. Shut up.
Holy shit.
So is that what we want to do?
My money.
Yeah, that's fine. You guys can squabble over this.
Now?
I want to go to sleep, so yeah, let's just kind of start closing shop. So of course, if you guys have any shout outs to the viewers that you want to give out, of course, I will say thank you, Elite, to bringing me and Lucky Red on. It was fantastic to cast this. I know I'm half dead, but I might be half dead, but it was fantastic. I was half alive the entire time, and it was honestly the best thing to ever do.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. And again, you know, thanks to Elite for bringing us on. Thanks to Team Burning for letting us use all of their stuff and not complaining when we break everything. It's been a long tournament. It's been a very long tournament, but the games were interesting and very, very, very enjoyable.
Beer?
Yeah, the organization was really good from Elite and Prolete, I guess. They all did a splendid job on
That's the point, doing that. Let's not leave out Prolete Ghost, because without him, like, we would still
Oh
be
yes, very much so. Shout out to Proliard for manning up and doing a lot of the organization for this, because I know Elite probably wouldn't have and probably would have fallen apart, but shout out to Proliard for staying strong this entire time and helping us out.
Oh, and to Eludia, I'd just like to say, did you know that bears have 42 teeth?
The more you know. Smithy, any last remarks?
Thank you, Mom. Dad.
All right, thank you, Smithy. We're gonna go somewhere else now. Beer, your last comments.
Shut it down. Shut it all down.
My final thoughts are
Final thoughts.
that casting for basically 6 hours and being hard for 6 hours is really not good for you. I really enjoyed casting, like way more than I've enjoyed casting in the past. It's the most fun I've had casting, and I really am thankful for Elite for like organizing this event for all the people playing. It was really cool coming together, and it's just ridiculously good. And I think like everybody actually playing, like I have to say thank you to those guys and everybody letting me cast, and I hope everybody had fun. And just because I'm a complete derp, please come subscribe to me and watch my cast. Shameless
You plug-in scrub.
And on that final note of selling out, let's close it down. So,
Of course.
thanks for watching, guys.
So thanks for watching. I hope you guys have a good day, good afternoon, good night. I will see you all guys later, and goodbye.